Okay, let's break this down. Joining me right now, forensic psychiatrist Dr. Ziv Cohen. Dr. Cohen, it's good to have you here. Let's talk about this. This last part seemed to really focus on what was going on in the mind of the defendant. Was he intentionally trying to run over people? Was he influenced by possibly paraphernalia? Or was he just recklessly engaging in these acts? That seemed to me where they were going. What is your take on what was going on in the mind of Mr. Brooks?
Absolutely. So, in a case like this, the defense and prosecution are going to zero in on different aspects. The defense is going to really focus on sort of micro decisions or micro episodes in this complex, event, crime that happened over, a lengthy period of time that might suggest that he didn't have an intent to harm people. So if there was a point where he swerved around people, they're really going to highlight that. And of course, the prosecution is going to say, look, don't lose the forest for the trees. The bottom line is he drove into a parade, 6 people are dead, and he had other choices that he could have made. I think that what's really interesting in terms of his state of mind is, his mother has made public statements that he has a history of mental illness, and she's in fact blaming mental illness and saying there was a failure of the system here, which led this tragedy to occur. So I think what I'm thirsty for, and I think others are, is to see what is this history of mental illness, because having a history of mental illness in and of itself does not excuse criminal behavior unless it really rises and crosses a certain threshold of severity. Having a severe mental illness might explain this behavior.
And there's this history of bipolar disorder, depression. I'll get into that with you, Dr. Cohen. We're going to have to take a quick break. When we come back, hopefully we can jump live in that preliminary hearing. Stay with us.